Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to your truck dumps. My name is Tyler, this is Everyday EDC. These are my $4 gas station sunglasses, and they're awesome. Extremely comfortable. Hands down, A+ review for value. And moving on. Today we are going to be doing a pocket dump, truck dump, if you will. And I don't know if I'm going to continue these forever, but it's kind of fun for right now, like I talked about. So, I considered, I'm going to start naming my own days, right? You got Titanium Tuesday and stuff like that. I think I'm just going to start naming the days. Like, I want to change it up. That seems too cliche. It's, I end up grabbing, like, the same knives each day of the week to suffice the name of, you know, my Crkt Monday, Titanium Tuesday, Warncliffe Wednesday, thoroughly sharpened Friday. You see what I mean? I guess it doesn't make sense. But, so today I considered function over form Friday, or let's F shit up Friday. So both kind of fit the categories of what I have. Yeah, so let's get into it. First and foremost, I'm going to be carrying my M2R because function over form and F shit up both kind of qualify for this. This is kind of one of those overbuilt, way too much for what I'm doing, but still makes me happy. Therefore, this is going to stay with me. Second, my second pocket, what is that called? Fifth pocket. My fifth pocket knife for the day is the Crkt Razzlecliff. Now you may be saying, how does that fit into, well, obviously it fits into function over form, right? I mean, it's, but functionally, yeah. Second to that, how does it fit into the let's F shit up Friday? Well, this is a small ball of steel. Everything about this is steel, and you really can't F this knife up. Therefore, whatever it's attacking, be that a box, be that a stray possum that somehow got into the back of your car without you knowing, and you just found out 15 minutes into the drive that he's there, this will work. All seriousness, the Razzlecliff is a really, really cool little knife, and it definitely favors function over form. This next one kind of falls into a let's F shit up category, but I don't know if I would consider this function over form or just both, right? That would be my AD15 Lite. So I used to have the AD15 in S35, and I had it, it was like the green G10. So now having held the black, what is that, FRN, OS 10, whatever it is, guys, in my opinion, what is this? This is OS 10A, so it's like the good OS 10 too. Guys, go get this knife. Alright, if you like the bigger Demco knife style, god damn it, I love this knife. Now, there's a lot of fanboys of, say, like the AD10, which I have one and I love, and every time I use it, I try to close it one-handed and it snips my finger each time, which kind of pisses me off, but kind of makes me happy at the same place. It's weird. So the AD10 probably is a lot more ergonomically sound than the AD15. And the AD15 is already a large freaking knife. The thing about the AD15, though, is it's not entirely too thick, right? Whereas the AD10 is super contoured, you know, it's thicker, it's meatier, and it's gonna be a little bit better in hand. But I think out of all the knives that I've ever had, my AD15, the original, was the hardest use one that I've ever used for hard use tasks. So I just happened to have it on me on the day that I needed to do something hard use. And it was so awesome. The only thing that pissed me off is like S35 is kind of soft, and like it all just like my edge just rolled like really fast with the stuff I was cutting through. But I was cutting through some fiber blanket, which is basically ceramic fibers, so it kind of makes sense, right? But yeah, so the AD15, this is the AD15 Lite. Even better, pay attention to Amazon. They do Amazon Prime deals. I got this, the only reason I got another one, not the only reason, I was eyeballing it, but I was watching the secondary and I wasn't sure if I wanted a Lite or a regular. Well, I can tell you, the Lite and the regular, there's very little difference. Like, you don't feel the FRN versus the G10. The back piece is still aluminum. Like, it's just almost the exact same knife with a AUS 10A versus S35. So, you know, yeah, we might notice the difference if you use your knife every day. Is it that big of a deal? No. And being such a hard-use knife, I feel like AUS 10A might, and I'll check this before I post the video, but I feel like AUS 10A might be tougher than S35 anyways. So, like, with this big hulking knife, don't you want something a little bit more tough than you do just brittle? So that's where my mindset goes. But this thing is absolutely awesome, which I didn't open. I don't think I'm going to ever review this, so consider this a review of it. It has the Scorpion lock. The Scorpion lock works by pulling that back and letting the blade roll. The exposed tang kind of sucks, but it is what it is. It's not that big of a deal, and it has to do with the Scorpion lock. As you can see, there is kind of like an external stop pin on the way back, and that stop pin, if I'm not mistaken, is the one that gets locked into the Scorpion lock. So there's that. You have really nice contoured handles that your hands, I got a pretty large hand, fits in between. You kind of have a choke up point here, not recommendable though. You have some really aggressive jimping on the back with some super large thumb studs. This is running on, I believe, phosphor bronze. Okay, you have a lanyard hole there, and you have a really, really obnoxiously large pocket clip, but it's an obnoxiously large knife, so it's kind of like, who really gives a damn? I mean, maybe I'll change that out, but maybe this is like my knife that I take and just beat the living shit out of because I feel like it's gonna F shit up. And it favors function over form, but kind of carries the two. Alright, that was kind of obnoxious, you know. But so we'll treat that as kind of like a mini review. This thing is freaking awesome. Honestly, guys, if you ever see this pop back up on Amazon deals for like 85 bucks, you have never gotten a better deal for your 85 bucks in the knife community, in my opinion. Like, I just don't see that happening. Go on Reddit, they have like knife deals or something, and they will post whenever there's a deal. So like, there's a whole community of guys that are like, hey, really good deal on this, go get it. Really good deal on this, go get it. That's where I heard it from, and it was awesome. The same day that this was going for like 85 bucks, I want to say the AD10 was going for like, it was like 115 or something. Like, the deals were pretty sick, and with them jacking up the price of the AD15 all the way up to like $200 or $210 when it was started off at what, 150, 160 or something like that. Like, yeah, I mean, get the lightweight or the AD15 Lite. There's nothing light about it. I believe it's probably the same weight. If it's a different weight, it's not significant at all. It's still a pocket chunker, but it's awesome. When I get up to the stoplight, I might show you a size comparison for those of you that aren't familiar with the AD15. Here is the CJRB Scoria. So yes, if you're not familiar with the AD15, you're probably not familiar with the Scoria, but as you can see, the Scoria is much smaller. Now, the Scoria is also a knife that I want to say is about the size of a large Feldspar. So go ahead and go back and use that as like a reference for the size. The AD15 is a large freaking knife. All right, it's heavy, it's large, not really heavy, but you get my point. It's an overbuilt knife, and it's awesome. So that's what you're getting with it. The Scorpion lock is one of the only knives that I know that has the Scorpion lock, developed just by Demko himself. The idea behind the Scorpion lock is that pin right there locks in between this spring-loaded backspacer or whatever the hell it is. And when you bear down on it, the stronger you bear down, the more you push on the knife, the stronger the locking mechanism is, in theory. So in theory, this was another one that was supposed to be similar to the Triway, or, no, not the Triway, the Cold Steel Triad lock. It was supposed to be similar in strength to that, you know, which is all relative on who's using the knife, so it's not technically as strong. But it's still just a really strong lock. I've never had it fail. And once you get the hang of doing it, it's actually really fun. Like, when I thought about what to carry today, this isn't even in my box of goodies. This was in my like box of review knives, and I'm like, oh yeah, all right. So that's the AD15 Lite. Like I said, if you can get it for $85, do it. You know, even for the 120 or whatever they're charging for it normally, as long as it's under 140, I would say do it. It's a pretty good knife. Other than that, guys, that is all I got for you guys today. Don't forget, if you're buying any knives or if you want to go check out, see if you get good deals, go check out White Mountain Knives. Use my promo code EEDC. Part of the reason that I tell you to check them out first is once you use that promo code, they're cheaper than most other places. A, they got free shipping. B, C, for some reason I feel like they don't tax, but don't quote me on that. And then D, they also don't get a lot of each model. They aren't a big outfit like the Blade HQs or anything like that. So you're kind of supporting a smaller, a smaller guy in the community. Not that they're small, they're still huge. But when they purchase stuff like Blade HQ, I think I was talking to Justin. Don't take this as Justin's quote, but I want to say he said that Blade HQ orders in bulk to the point where it's like double or triple what White Mountain Knives can order. So you get a better deal going to White Mountain Knives, but you're also going to have to watch as soon as stuff drops. But their email system works great. I sign up for emails and like say, hey, I want to go see this when this drops, and it drops. I haven't missed a drop yet that I was waiting on there for that I signed up for. That was kind of a whole shilling moment, but go check them out. Second, go check out my Patreon, www.patreon.com/EEDC. We are giving away the Civivi Perf this month. Yep, so we're giving away the Civivi Perf. There may be a second giveaway depending on how many Patreons we can get by the end of the month. So join in. If I get enough, maybe I'll do a second giveaway. That's not me trying to like goad you into it. It's just, actually, yeah, it is. It's totally me trying to goad you into it. Go to Patreon. Support me. Bam. What's in your pocket, guys? And don't take all that serious. That was kind of just me just jamming out. Have a good day.